What is the meaning of Glasnost? Have you ever wondered how a single word can change the course of a nation? The term Glasnost is a Russian word that translates to openness. It was introduced by Mikhail Gorbachev in the late 1980s as part of his efforts to reform the Soviet Union. This policy aimed to increase transparency and freedom of expression within Soviet society. Before Glasnost, the Soviet regime maintained strict control over information and public discourse. With Glasnost, citizens were encouraged to engage in public debate and criticize government policies, something that had been heavily restricted for decades. This shift marked a significant change in the political climate of the Soviet Union. By allowing more freedom of information, Glasnost sparked a cultural and political awakening. It played a vital role in the democratization process that ultimately contributed to the end of the Soviet Union. One of the most notable changes brought about by Glasnost was the relaxation of state censorship over the media. This allowed for a broader range of news and information to circulate. Citizens could access different viewpoints and opinions, which had been largely suppressed before. This newfound openness also enabled discussions about historical events and figures that were previously taboo. In the broader context of European history, Glasnost is often viewed as a precursor to the fall of communism in Eastern Europe. It set the stage for additional reforms, including perestroika, which focused on restructuring the Soviet economy and political system. Together, these reforms created an environment that led to the eventual dissolution of the Soviet Union and the end of the Cold War. Glasnost not only transformed the Soviet Union but also influenced other Eastern European countries. As people began to speak out and demand change, the momentum for reform grew. The policy of Glasnost became a symbol of hope and a catalyst for a wave of democratization across the region. In summary, Glasnost represents a significant moment in European history. It highlights how openness and transparency can lead to profound changes in society. The legacy of Glasnost continues to be felt today as we reflected on the rise and fall of empires and the importance of freedom of expression.